Welcome to Monza in LMU. Today we're going to be running the AMG Mercedes. Many of you have asked me to try out LMU, and every time I do go into LMU I get absolutely railed. Now yes, I am in rookie lobbies, I'm bronze all around. We need to get out of those lobbies, get into a higher rank, and then that's when the better racing starts. It's just easier said than done sometimes, and well, coming around for turn 1, which is actually quite nice to do this version of the track, not done it before. Two cars have gone gravel castle building, and we're not looking to make places just yet. We're looking at everything to settle down, and then we can start working our way forward. Now turn 2 and 3, a lot of dust up ahead, and unrealizing that the car in front of us has stopped, I ended up going to the back of them, so I do apologize about that. I'm just going to call you JK. So now we are running with front bumper damage, which will only just slow us down a little bit on the high speed runs. I don't think it's affecting the handling all that much, or if anything at all. Everything feels pretty normal. Thankfully everything has settled down. We have green lights all the way, which means nobody has managed to fall off the track just yet. One question you might be asking is, Flash, why do you have 100% fuel in your tank? Well, that's simple, because I wasn't sure how much fuel I needed for the race. It was a 20-25 minute race, not too sure how many laps was needed, so just left it at a full tank, thinking, you know what, if I finish work early, I get to go home with the car. Seriously though, not too sure how much fuel I needed for the 20-minute stint, and rather have too much than too little. Next race, after this one, obviously we would know how many laps is predicted and how many laps we actually do, will then answer the question of how much fuel we actually need. Bit slow for Monza lap, 2 minutes, and position 10 is on a 157, so we have a lot of time to find and make up. Might be under a bit of pressure here from the BMW behind as we go around this outer ring here. Pretty much flat out, not letting off. It is quite sketchy, and the car does like to bump around, but be very gentle on the steering inputs, as something too egregious will cause an issue. Now a little bit more chaos going on, and a free wheel to a good home coming across the track. That is a brutal end to their race. At least we wasn't part of that carnage, but we have gained 2 places overall. Catching up to the Mustang up in front, BSD ends up being quite problematic in this race. That was very close, Flash. This issue we're about to have here is not problematic, that's just an incident, and unsure of where the car was going to end up, we ended up giving a little kiss. So BSD, mwah, love you too, bud. Thing is, crashes like that are pretty funny and interesting, but things do deteriorate very quickly later on in this race, and then become, I would say, toxic, or intentional is probably a better word for it. Right now we're in position 9, so we're in the top 10, but we are 8.2 seconds away from the next car, and we are only 1 second away from a car behind us, and by lap 9 we are in position 8. BSD has managed to overtake us a little bit quicker than ourselves around the track. We are setting a best lap time of a 1:44, so there's plenty of time to find and make up as you progress through the track and understand and trust the car a lot more than we do at the moment. Braking at the sign on the right side, kissing the curb on the left, over the curb on the right, through there we go. 7 point, no, that's coming down. BSD has had a crash. Nope, they're rejoining the track by going straight on into the track. What a lovely rejoin that was. And I mean, you couldn't get a better rejoin. Why not just drive this way like that and then rejoin the track at the correct angle instead of joining the track as you did? I don't know. And I think that is the crux of what is about to occur in a moment. BSD being 2 seconds ahead, we have wheel damage or steering damage, and this car's steering ability is not great, neither is the braking. 4 minutes of this race left to go. So it's not going to be too long. I mean, we already have a person parked up on the left hand side. They've been there for a little while now. I'm not too sure the point of that is. If you can let me know down in the comments below why people do sit aside the track. I mean, instead of retiring or going to the pits, it would be helpful because it does seem to be a common theme. BSD is also having steering difficulties by the looks of it, and we are also much quicker than them here. So they're definitely rocking a lot of damage. We're going to try and do an overtake here. This is going left and right. Hopefully that they've managed to choose the side they want to be on. Yeah, that's what I mean. That is what I mean. Obviously, they are pretty annoyed about their unsafe rejoin to the track whilst there's a car coming around the corner, but somehow that's everybody else's fault, and it is what it is. And what it is now is race number 2. Starting off again last, chose not to qualify, don't want to be part of the mix, and it's already kicked off. My face there is absolutely priceless on what is going on. That's a few positions gained. We're now in position 13. Car up in front of us has a drive-through. A couple of cars behind us have a drive-through. They don't need to do a drive-through anymore. My gosh, what is going on? A few more positions gained and we're now in P9. Braking for turn 2 into turn 3. More chaos ensues as cars become together. And now we're in P7. Absolutely ideal. 2.9 seconds away from Jay Hughes up in front. And there's position 4 has a stop and go. SG. Oh dear. I wonder what you have to do to actually get a stop and go. Is that a track cut or is it the way you started the race? Let me know down below. I know sometimes if you're a bit erratic, you can get a drive-through. At least the light is on green and we can start making some times gained. We had a little bit of practice in between of the first race and this race. A lot of the races were crashes and incidences that were some our fault, some were not our fault, but the races were not completed. And having more trust and understanding in the car and its abilities as well as the track as well, which is all part and parcel of improving the lap time and being more consistent and trusting of one's own abilities. Coming over the start finish line, we are 1:55 for our first lap. Not too bad, although position 5 is doing a 1:51, which obviously is a lot quicker. Also, we have 50% fuel in our tank because 100% was certainly not needed. I think you only need about 50 to 55% to do the 12 laps at this track, which is absolutely ideal. Braking at the Avis sign, you'll see me pulsate on the brakes a little bit, trying to not let them get too hot, and it does help with increasing the braking effort. Coming around for turn 3 or 4, we are 3 seconds away from Jay Hughes up in front, so we have lost a little bit of time. And although things don't look ideal in our favor, that incident in itself does help out a lot. We're going to have a little bit slipstream on our hands, somebody to work with, pull us along a little bit, as well as put them under a certain amount of pressure to encourage a mistake. We've already seen one, we might be able to encourage another. Yellow flag up ahead as there is a car parked on the right hand side. And again, like I say, it does become quite a theme where cars are literally parking at the side of the track and just waiting for the race to end. 0.6 seconds away from the car up in front, and then another 3 seconds after that to be catching up to Jay Hughes. At least we're not under pressure ourselves, as the car behind is over 5 seconds away. Although that's... oh, it's come back. The leaderboard changed, 5.9 seconds away from us. What are we going to set on lap 2? 1:43.555, absolutely okay lap time. not the best. I can do a 142 here, have done it, so there is time to be made. Great bit of slipstream from the BMW up ahead. We are actually almost 1/10 up from our previous best. A little bit sketchy around this corner. I'm going to let off a little bit. I'm not too sure what the aero wash is like from the cars up in front, and there's no rush. You know, we still have another 10 more laps on our side, so preservation is kind of key. A little bit of chaos going up in front. Car has gone off track, which then pulls them closer to us, makes the BMW get excited, pushes the BMW out a little bit, and will hopefully pull us along. Now, I'm not too sure what's going on with the AMG Mercedes, but it's putting the BMW on edge, and we've also got to overtake them. Pick a side, will you, bud? Thank you. Yeah, behavior like that, it's not ideal. You're not too sure what they're planning to do, if it's intentional, deliberate, or if the car is generally out of control and they're struggling to control it. It's really hard to predict what is going on. But we have gained another position. We are now in P6. Absolutely ideal. A few more places to go, so car up in front 0.7 seconds away. Jay Hughes is now 4.3 seconds away. We need to start getting hammered down, catching up to Jay Hughes. It can be done. We just need to get past the car up in front, who is 1 second away. Not ideal, but the shenanigans with the other Mercedes has put us down the block a little bit. Yeah, there we are, 1 second off our best lap time already. Not ideal. What is ideal is how this BMW takes this corner really, really wide, messes it up, and we are actually able to overtake safely and not have any issues. Now, Jay Hughes is 5 seconds away. A mountain of time, but we're not even halfway through this race yet. We are only about a third in. Plenty of time to close that gap up and start reeling them in. Providing, though, that the car behind doesn't put us under any unnecessary pressure or stress. They are 0.8 seconds away, and by the time we get to lap 6, we have caught up 2 seconds from Jay Hughes and got rid of 2 seconds from the car behind. 3 seconds away from the car in front. They are also battling with another car, which will only slow the both of them down and give us the opportunity to catch them up quicker and open a door to possible double overtake. 2.7 seconds away from Jay Hughes. Bit of carnage going on ahead as the BMW met their own demise. Not too sure what happened with them and Jay Hughes, but that is another position gained. We are now in P4. One more to go till we get to podium position. If you have a look at it, it's quite an incredible feat of what we've managed to achieve at the moment. We started almost dead last. Nothing but crashes going on, and we had zero part in any of those crashes. Now we're up to position 4, chasing down Jay Hughes up in front, who's only 3.1 seconds away. Our best lap time at the moment is a 1:43.285, and that can still be improved upon. We just need to get our heads down, think straight, and nail every braking zone, every corner, and every throttle input. 1:43.1, and we had to slow down for the BMW. Jumping ahead to lap 9, Jay Hughes is now 4.6 seconds away, so their pace is a little bit better than ours. We might have to settle for position 4. At least we're not under pressure from the car behind. The Loco behind us is 4.1 seconds away. I wasn't going to try and pronounce that. I don't want to butcher the name. But Loco, 4.2 seconds away. Car behind them, 6.7 seconds away. Oh dear. Jay Hughes had a moment. We're on the podium, guys. On the podium. 15 seconds away from position 2 and 24 seconds away from position 1. We have 3 laps remaining of this race. We just need to hold on to podium. Now, on estimate, Jay Hughes is probably half a second to a second a lap quicker than ourselves. We just need to nail this final section of this race. As you can see, sector 2 is not a strong point at the moment. Feeling a bit of distrust in the car, lack of confidence. but that is soon going to go away. As we are comfortable, we're going to start setting better lap times. Coming round for the end of lap 11 for the start of our final lap. We're not in the green, we're a little bit in the red, but corner exit has been far better than the rest of them. We're going to be setting a 143 point. Exactly what that person said. Jay Hughes is behind us. They are 2.5 seconds away. This may well be our final lap here because the race countdown 30 seconds to go, and that should secure this as the final lap. 170 miles per hour as you come around turn 1, braking at the Avis sign, down to second gear, kissing that curb on the left, over the curb on the right. Beautifully done. You can see we are in the green. Although sector 1 wasn't the fastest, it is what it is. Sector 2 should be in green. We're almost 2 tenths up this lap alone. Just need to nail this corner. It is a crux of a corner. It is an absolute pig to get right. And if you get it wrong, you will bounce off to infinity and the crashes is not fun. 3.7 seconds away from Jay Hughes behind us. So we found a second from somewhere. Braking at the road on the left and right hand side, over the curb on the left. Hugging that curb on the right and cutting this corner flat out of this section here. How much quicker we were through that section alone has helped us out. We are 1/10 up our best lap time yet. Coming down here, looking out for the 100 board and then the black, well, it will be a green sign when there's a green flag. That is a great reference point for braking. Third gear around the other side. Over the finish line we go. We actually might set a 142.6 here. 142.7. What a race that was. Started last, finished on the podium, and even after all those crashes, we weren't dragged into any of the fights. Let's see how everybody else turned out. So we had a DQ, a fair few DNFs. Pretty much out of 21 of us, 11 of us actually finished the race. Why are some people on wet tires? And the final part, we all race summary. So strength of field B3, 0 impact. You expect to finish 18th, 0 impact because I didn't finish 18th. I should have been up. You gained driver rank, up. You finished race 3rd out of 21, up. 15 drivers, up. 0 drivers. Yeah, so everything's up except for I didn't qualify, which puts me back down the pecking order, which isn't great. But, you know, sometimes getting away from the chaos is also kind of helpful.